Hey y'all, it's Vicky and welcome to another video. Today is Monday, September 29th, and the temperature is 61 degrees and the humidity is 96%. And we're overcast again, cloudy, whatever you want to call it, which is fine with me. Okay, I want to go into these products first of all, and then I'll move on into Sarasota Tim so those people can drop off if they like. All right, I ordered this Misha Perfect Cover Serum BB Cream. Number 25, I think is the color. It's saying warm beige. This is what it looks like. It's what I'm wearing today. Now, years ago, I did wear the red tube of Misha BB cream, but that one has sunscreen. This one is not saying sunscreen, so I'm assuming there is no sunscreen or not enough to measure. Now this has bifida ferment, which is in Estee Lauder's Advanced Night Repair, and it has superfoods beet, carrot, caffeine, no, cabbage cabbage, blueberry, and eggplant. Now, I don't know what all those things are doing in here. Evidently, they must have something that's supposed to be good for our skin. I mean, I know that they are. I'm just being facetious here. Anyway, I wore this Saturday and I was wearing it today. Saturday, it did great. Although I put on just a little bit heavier today. I did set this with the Guerlain Meteorites. And reason being is that I've not used them in a long time and I need to use them because they'll eventually not be any good. And I pay too much money for me not to use them. But any powder will do. You don't, that you like, you can buy something. The Fit Me powder at the drugstore would be fine to set it with. It's just whatever you prefer. Now, I'm thinking the L'Oreal, the one they've come out with, the newest one powder would be fabulous. Now, that's my favorite from the drugstore. It's I'll link it below because I can't think of the exact name, and it's a long name. Anyway, I do recommend this. This is around $18 plus shipping. You can order it from Amazon, TikTok, the Misha website, anything like that. I'm going to go ahead and say I recommend it because, like I say, it wore good Saturday. We'll see today that it does all right with this powder. I didn't set it Saturday, but I knew that if I got hot today, because this is very moisturizing. Now, if you have oily skin, you may not like this, but if you have normal to dry and even dry, you will probably love this. And I know there's not a lot of colors in it, but this 25 works good for me. All right, so then we're going to move on from that. Okay, I've been using, that pencil from Makeup Forever, the burgundy one. Well, it's Ivy, the color. And then I've been trying to use Teddy from MAC. I've been using the Sephora one in whatever that color is. I can't think of it right this minute. But there's nothing that I like any better than this Wayne Goss Essential Eye Kohl Pencil in Crystal Merlot. Now, I raved about this for the past 2 years. For a long time, it was out of stock, and I know that Wayne is no longer a part of his brand. He has stepped away, and somebody else is running it. But so far, they haven't changed the formula of this pencil or changed the color. So, as long as I can get it, I don't care who owns the brand, I'm ordering it. Because for me, there's just nothing to compare with this color on my waterline down here. It gives me the look. It makes my eyes, it just makes them pop. And there's no other color that does that besides this one. Oh, and I've tried the Victoria Beckham one, the one that, is very expensive. And this one is, I know it's gone up. I want to say it's 20 now. It used to be, I think, like 16 or 18, but I think it has gone up. And you can get this from Beautylish. So I ordered 2 of them. And then I was looking at Jeffree Star's liquid lipsticks because I've always liked them. His colors, sometimes you have to be careful. Of course, the one I wanted was out of stock. But I ordered Drtmlgy because they will go bad. Now, if you don't use these within a certain amount of time, they're going to go real bad. They're not going to smell good. They're going to not spread very well. You do need to shake these a lot. And anyway, it's what I'm wearing today, along with the Buxom lip oil. But this is the color on my hand. I love it. Now, the other color that I wanted is more, you know, it looks more like the Bianca from ColourPop that I love so well that you can't get anymore. But it dries down just a little darker. But it will do. But, of course, it was out of stock. So, we're going to wipe it off. And then we're going to, that's about all I got to say about beauty today. And then I'm going to move into just general chit chat. If you want to stay now, you can. If you want to slip off now, it's okay too. So I'm going to come back. Okay, I'm back. So here we're to talk about just general stuff, including Tim. Okay, Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott won the race. What a fabulous finish. If you've not seen that finish, then you need to find it. If you're any type of race fan at all, you need to watch the finish. I'm telling you, this is what dreams are made of. You know, he did so well. I may even wear a Chase Elliott shirt every day this week. I've got on my pink one today. The rest of them I got mostly blue or gray, but I may wear one every day to rub it in. Anyway, he came from 10th to 1st in the overtime. It was meant for him to win. I don't know what it was, but to me, it was meant that, he had an angel, whoever that was, or whoever, helping him hit that gas and drive. So anyway, I'm just so excited about that. Okay, now we've got the excitement down and we have to come back to reality. I want to say that when I was flipping the other day, Saturday night, and I saw that live from JLR Investigates coming from Southport, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Southport, I've been there many times. It is such a neat little coastal town, and to think something like that could happen there is it's beyond belief. Now, I know it can happen anywhere, and I know I hate it. And then yesterday, you hear about the church. And I know there was another one in Raleigh. Of course, the one in Raleigh was an argument, I think. And I think there was one in New Orleans. That was, I don't know. I don't want to say something before. Anyway, it's just becoming a lot, y'all. And, should we be afraid to even go out in public? I admit the thought always crosses my mind when we're out somewhere and it's a big crowd, or I don't know. I'm not going to stop going out. I'm not going to become a hermit, but it does make you think. It does make you think. So my heart goes out to everyone that's lost somebody or was near it, there at the places where all these things happened. I just can't imagine. Okay, now, we'll go on to Tim. Now, since I'm sitting here, I probably can't think of things. This is why I need to take notes. But there's some things I want to say, and then there's some things that I'll just keep to myself. I've tried with him. I've tried to just laugh at him and make fun of him in a not so mean way. But y'all, he's just getting worse and worse. He goes on there talking about that gold wing motorcycle. He's not going to buy no motorcycle. The only way he would buy a motorcycle is if he went in debt, or if a friend let him have some money. He's not making that kind of money on YouTube anymore. I don't feel he has that money in the bank. And there's other things he should do. And I mean, I hate to tell people how to spend their money because I don't want people telling me how to spend my money. But it's, why would you not fix your teeth first? And I know somebody will say that about me. I need to fix my gap. Well, I'm sorry, I'm not. I'm happy with my gap. And if I felt that he really needed the motorcycle, or, I mean, if he was, I felt like he would be careful with the motorcycle, I probably wouldn't say a word. But I just don't think he should be behind the wheel of a motorcycle. You know, he can't see half the time. And after he was on that dragon tail thing, telling them, you know, like he was wanting them to go so fast when the speed limit is 30 miles per hour for a reason. I can't with him. And let me tell you this, as someone who is the daughter of a deadbeat dad, and I don't care how old she is, I don't care how nice she is to him now. I know she's taken the higher road than I would take. That still plays on your mind to think, especially if she's paying for them to go to Dollywood. Now, he said a subscriber, so let's see if the subscriber shows up and allows him to be on camera. I don't know that it's a subscriber. You know, I think he's changing his story because maybe she don't want to be on camera if she does come to Pigeon Forge. I mean, we know her husband doesn't want her to be on camera, or doesn't want to be on camera. So maybe she's decided she's going to put her foot down. Anyway, that's all I got to say about that. And he's not going to bring anything to the table for Dollywood. There are so many videos out there right now, because I do search on Pigeon Forge all the time. Of course, it's in my feed all the time, that has shown this autumn festival. I can't remember the exact name. And I mean, they know how to show it. They know how to do it. They do the taste testing of all the food. They're not afraid to put down a little bit of money. And they review it in a way that you know whether you want it or not, or whether you would be interested in going. I just can't see Tim having anything to offer anyone if someone took the time to watch Adventure Is Out There. I'll even say Yankee in the South. Natasha Ventures, Tampa J, and that Johnny Amusements. I'm not really that keen on him, but he did a good video on Dollywood for the autumn festival. I mean, there's just so much more out there. Now, I know that if you have a Diamond Pass or the Gold Pass, the Diamond Pass, I believe this year got 4 passes that they could give to friends or family. And I think Gold got 2. Now, next year or the next season, which I believe starts next year, they will only get 2. The Diamond will only get 2, because supposedly the Diamond Pass is going away eventually. We'll only get 2 passes, and the Gold won't get any. But I'm not completely correct. I may be wrong. I'm just going by, I think, what I remember. Anyway, and I've said before, there are ways you can get discount tickets, but there are no discount tickets for the Christmas. When it comes up, it is what it is. There's no passes to get in, and along those lines. As I said before, if you know, she may even could get it through her job. I don't know. I wish I could get it through mine half price. But anyway, I know there are certain positions in the country that you can get it half price to go in there. But I think those, you know, they're only good for certain days. They're not good for every day. And I think when a new festival begins, you have to wait like 2 weeks before you can use one. Also, of course, I know he's supposed to be going soon. The first week of November, when the Christmas season opens, that whole week is Sevier County Day, And if you live in Sevier County with a Sevier County ID, you don't have to pay that whole week. But that's only 1 week. Of course, he has no Sevier County license. And there's no, you got to have that. Okay. He finally goes to the island, but then there was some comments he made that really ticked me off. When he said, oh, you see one water fountain, you see them all. That's not true. People go fly in a plane for hours to go see the one at Las Vegas. People sit there for hours and watch that fountain there. So somebody cares. Somebody enjoys that. Somebody is relaxed doing that. Tim doesn't know how to relax. And I know I did not do a video at the island. I mean, I did, but I didn't post it because I didn't feel it was that great. And I felt there were much better out there. And that's why I didn't post it. I mean, why should I post something that I know cannot rival anything that's already, I didn't go by I told about the alligators, but I didn't go by each one and say this or that, or, there was just a lot of things I didn't do that I should have. So that's why I didn't put it up. And I've sent it to the cloud, but I'm just not putting it up because I'm embarrassed by it because I should have done so much more. So that's why I would not put it up. He didn't even mention that I remember about the Margaritaville Hotel that's up there. So his was probably a little worse than mine. Maybe not a lot, but I'm going to say it was worse than mine. All right, now, he goes to the island, or he goes to walk, and to me, he's going the long way. And I don't know, maybe it just drives me crazy because I want to tell him, you can get there faster if you went this way. But maybe it's the same. I don't know. Just like I said, there's just little things that irk me. I never heard him mention about the mudslide. I think he might have later on. But when it first happened, he never mentioned it. When he talked about he stopped by the office and they wouldn't open till after church, I'm like, he had this look on his face. And I thought, what kind of Christian does that look? Some people do enjoy going to church. You may not, Tim. I may not. I'm sure I would the right church, but I just hadn't found that yet. But some people do like going to church. They don't mind giving a little bit in the offering plate like you do. You claim that's why you don't go, or one of the reasons why you don't go. And that's about all I got to say, y'all. I could keep on and on and on, but he's just, he's a jerk. He has nothing to offer that's not been done out there. And you know what? I think I'll take a break from him again. I'm not going to say that I'm going to take a total break, but tomorrow I may not come on here and mention him at all. So I hope y'all have a great day and hope that the weather's good for you. Thank God that Imelda's going out to sea. Now she's probably going to bring some thunderstorms in and, some beach erosion, riptide waves, but at least Umberto has picked her up and taken her on out. And I believe that was just the way it should be. All right, y'all, I got to go. Got to go to work. So y'all take care and have a great day. Love you. Bye.